Hi, welcome back or welcome if you're new. Today's video is a simple Hatha yoga practice. So when you're ready, if you want to pop something comfortable on and come join me on the mat. Great, so we're going to start lying down today. So bring yourself down to the mat, lying however is most comfortable. Hands could be out to the sides, they could rest on your center, knees could be bent or lengthened away. And just take a moment, drawing the awareness in. Let the eyes gently close. And just check in and notice how you're feeling within yourself. No judgment or expectation, just awareness of how you feel in this moment. Let the awareness come to settle on the breath and just follow the flow of breath in and out of the body. Gently deepening the inhale, lengthening the exhale, breathing through the nose as best as you can. Notice how the center expands with the inhale and settles with the exhale. Notice maybe if there's a natural pause at the top of the inhale or at the base of the exhale. And if there is, just encouraging that pause. Finding a little bit of space between each breath. And then maintaining that breathing rhythm as best as you can. We're going to take the arms out at shoulder height, palms facing down. Have the knees bent, feet on the mat, and have the knees together and the ankles together. We're going to press into the feet, slide the hips slightly to the right, and then let the knees roll down to the left. Feet stacked one on top of the other if that feels okay. If you like, maybe turning the head over the right shoulder. Now you can stay in the twist as you are, or if you like, extending that top leg, so in this instance the right leg, straightening through that leg. You can just rest down on the ground wherever it reaches, or if you can, sending it up towards that left foot and taking hold of the right foot with the left, sending it up towards the left foot, sending it up towards the left hand and taking hold of it with the left hand. So right foot heading towards the left hand. And we'll release the foot, bend the knee in. And we're going to draw the knees back through center. Then press through the feet, slide the hips slightly to the left, and then let the knees roll down to the right. Again, feet stacked on top of each other. Maybe turning the head over that left shoulder. If you like, then extending through that left leg, either resting it down wherever it reaches or sending it towards the right hand. Or if, like me, you've got a wardrobe in the way, it's just going to have to go to wherever it can. The joys of yoga in a small space. Then we'll bend that knee in, draw both knees up to center. Give the knees a little hug in, give the spine a bit of a rock. Maybe rocking onto one side or rocking yourself straight up to sitting. We'll come to sit in Dandasana, feet stretched away, little bend in the knees. And we're just going to walk the hands forward, folding forwards over the legs. So coming into our seated forward fold. Nice bend in the elbows, shoulders down away from the ears. Try and keep the legs gently active. So think about the toes heading up towards the ceiling, heels gently pressing into the ground. And although for some of you it might feel counterintuitive to have that bend in the knees, that bend in the knees actually gets us a better stretch. So having the legs straight, you'll find that stretch goes to the insertion of the muscles rather than the belly of the muscles. So when we have that little bend in the knees, keep the legs gently active. That sends the stretch right the way to the belly of the muscle, and over time that creates more flexibility. Great. Then we're going to come all the way up to sitting. We're going to draw our left foot in. Sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Let the knee roll out. Pop any padding you want to underneath the knee. So you could pop a blanket underneath, a cushion, whatever feels good. Again, a little bend in the right knee and walking the hands forwards over that right leg. So folding forward. Chin slightly in towards the chest. Back of the neck nice and long. And as I always suggest with my yoga practices, find that place where you can hold for a good few breaths rather than the most extreme version of the stretch. It's always good to work in that place of a little bit of challenge, but not complete discomfort. If you feel completely uncomfortable, the body holds tighter and we don't actually gain as much from it. So find that place where you feel that sensation, you feel that stretch, but we're not at the extreme point. Sometimes it takes a little while to teach our bodies that. We think the further we go into something, the better it's going to be, the better we're doing at it. Our ego likes to get involved and say, look how far we've got, look how good our forward fold is. But actually, in terms of nourishing our body, of protecting our body, of looking after it, finding a slightly more gentle way into the stretch in the long run for longevity is much better for us. Great. We're going to walk the hands back up towards us. We're then going to bring that left knee to point up towards the ceiling, foot on the mat. So we want a bit of a gap between the foot and our right leg, because we're going to bring our body to the inside of that left leg. So left arm to the inside of the left leg. And again, we're going to walk the hands down that right leg. Now, some of you might find that then creates quite a lot of tightness in the left hip or knee. That's okay. Have the foot a little bit further away, or turn the toes out and walk the foot out a little bit further. Again, you don't need to force yourself into a shape that's not feeling good. If you need to adjust it so that it suits you. You might notice naturally that left knee wants to roll out. Try and consciously tuck it back into the side of the body. Great stuff. Then we're going to come all the way back up, cross the foot over. So left foot is crossed over the right leg. Our left hand is then going to come round behind. Right arm wrapping around that left leg and looking over the left shoulder. We'll inhale back through center, uncross that leg, lengthen it away, and then draw the right knee in. So foot resting on the inside of the left leg, knee rolling out, pop any padding underneath you want to. Little bend in that left knee and we're walking the hands forward. So again, folding over the leg. Try and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep that left leg gently active, toes heading towards the ceiling. Right, we'll come all the way back up. We're going to bring the right knee to point up towards the ceiling, bit of a gap between the foot and the left leg. Right arm to the inside of that right leg, so the body is coming on the inside of the leg. Remember, you can always have the foot further away. You can always turn the toes out, walk the foot out a bit wider, adjust however you need to. Lovely. We'll come all the way back up to sitting. We're going to cross that leg over. Bring the right hand round behind onto the mat. Left arm wraps around the right leg and looking over the right shoulder. We'll inhale back through center. Uncross that leg, lengthen it away, and then spin the feet round. Come into tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We'll move through cat-cow. Inhale, looking up, send the heart forward. Exhale, round the back, belly button towards the spine. Just move in time with your breathing. Inhaling to look up, exhaling to round. Great, then we'll come to a nice neutral spine. We're going to take the hands, about handspan in front, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, down dog. Take a moment, let the body settle into down dog. Maybe walking the heels, maybe shake the head, nod the head. Remember with down dog, it's not about the heels getting to the mat. So if you've got a bend in the knees, keep that bend in the knees. Find that length through the spine. Prioritize that length in the spine over the heels reaching the mat. Then we're going to draw the weight forwards towards plank or pop the knees down. Exhale, lower down onto your front. Hands underneath the shoulders. We'll inhale, coming up for cobra or baby cobra. Push through the hands, lift the head, lift the chest, hips rooted. Exhale and lower. We're going to tuck the toes, press through the hands, lift the hips up, lift the knees, send the hips up and back, down dog. Then however is best for you, we're going to step the right foot through between the hands. So maybe that means putting the knees down and stepping forward. Maybe it's helping the foot forward, wriggling the foot forward, or one big step, whatever's right for you. Then we're going to have the back knee lifted, bit of a gap between the feet, and back toes slightly turned out. So we're placing the feet ready for warrior one. Nice bend in the right knee, take the arms out and up, coming all the way up, warrior one. So take your time, adjust as much as you need to. So maybe you need to wriggle the feet a bit wider. Maybe that back foot needs to turn back in a little bit more. So we're trying to send the hips gently towards the top of the mat. No need to force the hips round. Think about rooting through the feet as you lift up through the crown of the head. Then we're going to shift forwards for warrior three. So reach into the space in front, lift the back heel. Maybe here is where you stay if you're having a wobbly day. Or we'd lift the back foot. Maybe like me, you're in a small room and you've ended up touching the wall. Great, then we'll bend into that supporting leg. Lower the back toes down. Lower the back heel down. Warrior one. Sweep the hands down, frame that front foot. Little step back with the back foot, big step back with the right foot. Downward facing dog. When you're ready, we're going on the left side. So stepping that left foot through however's best. Again, bit of a gap between the feet. Back toes slightly turned out, root through the feet, root through the feet, coming up, warrior one. So really push through that back heel, bend into that left knee. Notice if the shoulders sneak up towards the ears. Try and relax them down a little, not forcing them down, just relax them down. Great, we're going to transition into that warrior three. So lift the back heel, reach into the space in front. Maybe the back toes stay down, maybe the back foot lifts. Great, bend into the knee. Lower the back toes down, back heel down, warrior one. Pop the hands down, frame the front foot, step back, down dog. Nice full breath here in down dog. Lovely. Pop the knees down, sit back to the heels, have a little rest back, ancestral worship. So hands stretched out in front, forehead resting on the mat if that feels okay. Then we'll walk the hands back in towards us, bringing ourselves up to kneeling. We're going to spin the feet round and come down to lying on our backs. Great. So once you're lying on your back, we'll draw the right knee in, clasp around the right knee. The left knee can be bent so you can lengthen it away. Apanasana. So hugging that thigh in towards the body. Great. Then we'll draw the left knee in, clasp around the left knee and lengthen the right leg away, or pop the right foot down onto the mat. Great. Then we'll draw the right knee in to meet the left, and we're going to go into happy baby. So holding onto feet or ankles, knees down towards the armpits, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. You can hold still, or you can have a little rock from side to side. Then we'll release the feet, pop the feet down on the mat or lengthen the legs away. Coming to a little mini Shavasana, hands resting wherever you like. Let the eyes gently close. Let the breath settle, let the body settle. Tune in again to the breath. Noticing that steady rise and fall. Maybe noticing any pauses at the top of the inhale and at the base of the exhale. And whenever the mind wanders or you get distracted, as will naturally happen, just acknowledge it and then bring the awareness back to the breath. So if you have time, maybe moving into a longer meditation, But if this is all you have time for today, we'll bring ourselves back into the room, wriggling fingers and toes, stretching through the body, maybe drawing the knees in, give the spine a little rock again. Great. And then coming up to sitting, bringing yourself fully back to the room. Fab. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little practice. Please do subscribe to my channel, like the videos, add a comment, all the things you expect. I really honestly appreciate it. And I'll see you here again very, very soon. Very, very soon. Om Shanti.